Peace and love, y'all. Tapping in. I was gonna make a video, but I just decided to go live. So just bear with me. I'm still kind of learning everything with StreamYard. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all. So like I said, this is my first live. It's my first time going live. You know, I ain't really 100% as efficient as I would like to be, but I just decided to go live because I wanted to get this information out. Um, at the end of the day, I really don't want to, you know, like be bad mouthing or talking bad about anybody. Um, my intentions with my channel and my content is to inform and educate. Um, but like Kendrick, sometimes things get taken out of context. So what we're gonna go do here is we're gonna go through this here right now. Where we are deciphered. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Because it's just like we black men, bro. Like I'm not trying to disrespect you or anything. Like I thought it was funny, like how y'all responded to the poetic justice theory. But y'all said some bullshit, man. Y'all said something that I found disrespectful. And then I even tried to hit you up and let you know about it, and you blocked me. So, I felt the need to speak on it, and I didn't want to just be, running around chasing y'all, trying to get y'all to see what I got to say. So I just made my own channel, and whether you see it, whether you agree with it or not, like I just wanted to voice my own opinions, and so that's what we have here. But yeah. Before we do that, let's go ahead and just get get into this live little clip real quick where we see Skip from deCypher. You know what I'm saying? Taking liberties to respond to what we got going on.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. when we made fun of the poetic justice theory, and I know apparently a lot of people really like fucked with that theory, and I'm gonna get back to this. Like folks were really bent out of shape about that. So I could imagine it would have I know he had fun doing it because we had fun making fun of the poetic justice theory. Just because it didn't necessarily some of the shit didn't make sense. And from that, smaller content creators, decided to like make videos using our commentary to kind of attack us while supporting the theory. And that shit was weird, using our name in the title and putting us in clips and all this other shit. So yeah.
So let me respond to that. Um, it's a reaction, it's commentary, and the way I felt like I was taking artistic liberty by using the same term that y'all used in a somewhat similar way. Uh, not to be technical, but y'all's name is WeAreDeCypherEd, right? Um, my focus was on, deciphering poetic justice. And so I just decided to use the name based off of our interactions. I knew I was going to clip y'all up in the videos because I wanted to respond to some of the points that y'all made. But the fact that you think it's weird and you literally you are a reaction channel. You react to things. And me using y'all's name is very minute, of an offense. If you really are offended by that, like you bro, grow up. Like people gonna do things and say things about you personally, you know, um, that are gonna be way more important to focus on. So the fact that I use a little bit of y'all's name, what's up, Nixes? How you doing? The fact that I use a little bit of y'all's name and you feel some type of way about that, like you're on the internet. Like G up and keep it pushing.
I don't even know how I got to that. I guess like the whole making fun of it. Yeah. So I don't even want to make fun of it. I don't even want to give it light because like I said, it's not really nothing to what Drake was doing in them songs for real, like on some like honest artistic and literature critique type shit. Um and I was this close to sending Buddy a cease and desist after that first one. Cause
A cease and desist. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
how he played that first one and tried to make me seem how he tried to make me seem. I was finna send him some, but I was like, bro, got like 400 views on this video. He ain't gonna do nothing but use the cease and desist to try to build his name off me. Um, and I'm gonna just let him stew. And I went back to his channel maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and he was celebrating 1,000 views on those 3 videos. I was like, you put in.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna celebrate my 1,000 views. I put in the time to create the content. The fact that the people are watching it, and I appreciate. I have gratitude. You want me to feel bad for having gratitude? Like, come on, Skip. Come on, man.
6 hours worth of content, which probably took you 30 hours to make, and you got 1,000 views. So, and then he put up a post, saying that he didn't intend to hurt me or Drake, or us or Drake.
Because why? Like, it's not that important. Like, there's way more important things to focus on, and the intention is never to put y'all down. Your homie DJ or Drake. Like whether you realize it or agree with it or not. I'm gonna get to it in a minute, Nixes. I'm like I got a whole thing like breaking it down, but whether you agree with it or not, Skip, like I tried to get you to see the value of the poetic justice theory because I find it valuable. You made a mockery of it, which is that's your decision. But we're gonna get to it in a little bit. But like you making it seem like I'm being just so mean towards you. You know what I'm saying? When I'm just really like taking bits and pieces to make a point. And it's all for information, it's all for education and really to uplift the community. So yeah.
And I was like, you an old ass man. Cause I think Buddy was like 45, almost 50.
I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna respond to all of this in one little.
He's a nobody as far as this social media shit. He's probably a great individual in real life, but on this social media shit, he's a nobody who got very offended that we felt that I took him playing with our name as disrespect, which led to me giving my honest opinion about the theory. He got offended about that and decided to start to get his channel off the ground, start making videos using our name in the title to attack us and defend the theory. But I think my inaction won out because like bro got 1,000 views off them videos, maybe 1,100 by now.
Bro, you call this inaction? you call this inaction, going on your live stream, bringing it up, trying to put me down personally? I'm gonna bring it back to what I said initially when I reached out to you from the jump. Like, let's talk about the lyrics. Let's talk about the content. You on here talking about me. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious.
Maybe 1,200. Maybe. And 10 subscribers. A bunch of like mega HOTEP ass niggas who are so deep in the weeds that they still believe.
Bro, the self-hate is real. Like, I'm gonna speak on it, but like the self-hate is real, man. And the fact that I don't like to use the N-word. I really want to start a movement where we, repurpose or redefine our perspective around the N-word. And it's because of stuff like this. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be a term of endearment, but he's not using it like that. He's trying to put me down, and he's using that term to put me down because he thinks it's cool. Because he thinks culturally, putting another black man down by using the same word that our historical oppressors used to label me is going to put me in this box. Because not even just the HOTEP box, the quote unquote nigga box. I really wish we could bleep that out, but like, man, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, you saying I'm an old man? I'm gonna say, bro, you're a grown man. You ain't that much younger than me. I'm not even really gonna speak on age because that's stupid. But like, you're grown. You're a family man, and you're on the internet talking about me.
That this whole Kendrick Drake thing is really Kendrick going head up against the Jews. And it's just like, bro, y'all lost the plot years ago.
For the record, never said anything about Drake's heritage, cultural heritage, Judaism, or otherwise. Never even mentioned it in none of my videos. But you know what? Go off, Skip. You think you're making a point. I'm about to prove how pointless this is.
So if them the people that's coming together and watching your videos, I ain't even tripping, bro. Because them niggas, like them, that collective of individuals are so deeply lost in the plot. They low-key MAGA on some real shit. They low-key MAGA. They hyper
on some real shit. On some real shit, y'all. We MAGA up in this bitch.
Misogynistic. They xenophobes. On some real shit. They low-key MAGA. They hyper misogynistic.
Bro. Come on, man. You gonna call me misogynistic? But literally, I made a clip of you, and we're gonna show it in a minute, y'all. Stick with me. But you gonna call me misogynistic because I said something you didn't like? Because I used your words against you? Come on, man.
They xenophobes. You know, so 1,000 views is a lot for some of us. I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, appreciate the homie here, because it's like he got to give him a level of perspective. You gonna talk trash about me starting my chat, and then talk trash about me getting 1,000 views. Which one is it? Which one is it, Skip? Stay on topic.
Remember when I would have been geeked to get a three video run that equaled up to 1,000 views. I remember. But the thing is, like, what he went to, like the lengths he went to get them. I would have never done that.
Well, you know, I'm glad, because I'm me. You not. Like, you could never be me, you know, and I'm not saying that to put you down, but like, to say I did something that you could never do is like, that's the truth. That's honest to God blessing all around. You know, I think Kendrick said it on one of the hearts, because I've been doing the research for my upcoming video, where he says, make these motherfuckers hate me. The reason why they hate me, because these motherfuckers ain't me. And that's literally you right now, Skip. You hating because you ain't me. And maybe, you know, you feel a little bit of, you know, resentment, because I tried to come with you with it first, but then when I do my own thing and I break it down better than you, you want to make it seem like it's everything but what I'm talking about. Me being older than you, you don't agree with, you know, some of my spiritual concepts. You want to put it down, even though it's literally from your culture as well. I'm gonna show that in just a minute. But yeah, bro, like, let's keep it moving.
I would have never done that. Like trying to play a nigga as an apologist for sexual assault to be a zinger because you mad about a theory. That's what.
And that's not what I did. I did not say you were an apologist for sexual assault. I pointed out the fact that you used sexual assault to try to make a point about me, and you was dead wrong. I told you was dead wrong, and you tried to avoid me like I wasn't nothing gonna become of it. Well, here we are. I'm gonna show you, bro. I got receipts, so just stay tuned.
What I'm saying. Like, I wasn't even tripping off him using our clips, because that's what we do. We're in the reaction space. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? But it was the way he used us. He pulled a very small video, a very small clip, and tried to position it on some weird shit. And yeah, because you could go back and watch the full clip, or the full part of the
Oh, don't worry, we will.
of the video, because it's still up, it's still alive. And I think it was a part of that Poetic Justice, the video where we was breaking down the Poetic Justice theory. And he grabbed the clip out of there to try to make it seem like I was, what's good, DJ? Like I was empathetic to rapists. And I was like, that's crazy. It's crazy as well. What's the Dirt had a good theory that mostly stole from other.
All right, y'all. That's pretty much it from the recent update from Skip. He came out with that, I want to say last Saturday on their channel. And so we're gonna address this, you know, we're gonna deal with this as my esteemed elder Bobby Hemmett says. Let's talk about this. First and foremost, you gonna send me a cease and desist. Like you see what's going on with Drake. You see what's going on with hip hop and how he's attacking others in the YouTube space. And you gonna try and flex some big muscles because you got so many thousands of followers to just be like, I'm gonna send you a cease and desist. Oh, for what? Because I used your name? Because even though it's not your name, like it's one word, and your name is WeAreDeCypherEd, and I use deCypher. I could literally change one letter, and that little whatever little bitty case you think you got is completely out the window. So go ahead. But yeah, I'm about to show this clip that you said where you were being misogynistic because you were making light of women's experiences to try to prove a point about the poetic justice theory. And then you going from misogyny to ageism by calling me an old ass man. Bro, I guarantee you we were in school together at one point. Like, it might not have been high school. You might have been in kindergarten while I was in 5th grade, but I'm not that much older than you. And we both married men with children. So come on, bro. Like, you trying to put me down shows more about how you really feel about yourself. You said I played with your name and that I got offended because you didn't agree with the theory. First and foremost, I didn't get offended about y'all disagreeing with the theory. I thought it was funny. You know, I really I understood y'all were being ignorant because y'all were just like joking. And I don't know, maybe I'll play it at the end of here where we can go through the whole thing. But like, yeah, it was y'all were making light of it. It wasn't until you said what you said, when you tried to make me comparable to rapists. Like, come on now. That's when I actually sent you a super chat, and I talk about all of that. Matter of fact, let's just do that real quick. You know what I'm saying? I got it up right here, so let's just do that real quick. Where is it at? Right here. Let me know if y'all have any problems hearing everything. But this is the live that they did back in December of 2025. I'm gonna let it play for a few minutes, and it's gonna have the clip of what they said that I actually had a problem with. All right, so check this out.
I just I'm sorry, bro. It's like I get it. Kendrick's the prophet. Kendrick is super coded and basically ethereal in the shit that he be writing sometimes, but that's not here.
Yeah.
That's not here. And like I said, like a lot of the support from this as far as what we've been seeing, like on YouTube in particular, it's been from a lot of people that we hadn't seen on our channels previously. And it was feeling like, oh, y'all gotta discuss it. If y'all a platform, y'all gotta discuss it. Y'all should be pushing this. And it's just like,
no.
I mean, we checked it out in good faith. Initially, it was interesting because the facts of it do create a situation where there was an opportunity for something to happen in that era. I just think the thing that they landed on is just incorrect. In these lyrics don't do a good job of putting it together. So it could be some shit in the video to illuminate some type of subtext, but it's not in this song. It's not in this fucking song, bro. I'm sorry. It's not in this song. It's like I ain't seen one lyric. Even though we was playing, we was still reading the lyrics and we was showing y'all like our ability to even on the cuff come up with so much sub context to show that when you really want to make something make sense, if you're dedicated enough to that, you can do it.
And guess what? That's ignorant on y'all part. That's really, y'all came on here thinking y'all was gonna play and have fun and be stupid. And when I tell you stupid, when I treat you like you stupid, now you want to get mad. But you just said that was your intentions. You said you wanted to play and see how extravagant you could be to make something make sense. And then when I call you out about it, when I tell you, you know, this ain't cool. Hey, appreciate you, Nunu. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you. All love to everybody showing up in the chat, man. I have nothing but gratitude because I know y'all could be doing anything else and y'all here with me, so I appreciate it. You know, it's sad, man. Like, we black men, bro. Let's build each other up, you know, and just take the constructive criticism. You don't have to resort to, you know, trying to talk down on people like you better than people, because you're not. God has a funny way of showing people exactly where you stand. You are no better than anybody in social media and in real life. You want to say I'm a nobody on social media? Bro, first of all, I don't care. Like, I'm somebody to a lot of people in my real life. So you telling me I'm a nobody on social media, like that's for you. That ain't for me. That's for you to feel better about yourself. Let's continue, y'all.
And Justin Hunt said it in his video. He was like, I understand the passion that they have right now. And I understand the places that passion can take you. Y'all keep saying that, like, the people who are proponents of the theory and watch Justin's videos and feel like he's softly confirming shit. But y'all don't be listening for people who claim to be like such dedicated people who understand subcontext. When that nigga said, I understand the passion and the places it can take you, what he was saying is, I understand being so committed to something that it takes me outside of the realm of logic. That's what he meant. Let me try.
And you know, that's your opinion, my bro. If you really think that people are getting to a point where they're getting outside of reality, like that's for you. Like, I ain't really trying to prove nothing to make anybody believe something. Like, I really want to just share the information because I think it's something that can open us up intellectually. I honestly believe what Kendrick did, not just on Poetic Justice, with a lot of the music in his catalog is very, like, spiritually uplifting and healing. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you see something different, that's fine. But I see something and I wanted to point it out. And I tried to, you know, I was a follower of your channel. I was a supporter of your channel, and I tried to get you, you know, and the community that you have to see things from a certain perspective. Y'all weren't willing to do that. It was fine. I ain't tripping. But when you try to, like, put people down, and not just me, I'm talking about Anthony and Desiree and, you know, the other people that might believe in the theory, you want to try to put us down because you disagree. Like, brother, you're wrong. You're wrong, brother. Get yourself together, man. Like,
Hey, when you get done, I want to pull up a comment. I want to address something real quick, but keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Bakugan said confirmation bias. Exactly. And it's a common phenomenon. It's like if I make a statement right now and I'm dedicated to proving that statement right, I'm going to find certain things that put it in position where I'm able to present it. That's why niggas is able to, like, argue that rape isn't bad morally.
and that's it. I ain't say it. You did, bro. Like, what were you trying to get to with that statement? Because you're not mad at me. You have to be mad at yourself. because you let something take you off your square to the point when you just said some boof ass shit, man. I hit you on your Patreon. I hit you on Instagram to tell you that was some boof ass shit. And you want to block me. And then I make my own videos reiterating not just that this is some, you said some boof shit, but like, no, there's merit here. There's value here. Let's talk about, you know, poetic justice, what that really, really means. And then you want to make it about everything else. You want to make it about me being a HOTEP nutter and an old man and everything. Like, bro, it's ignorance. This is ignorance. And I get it. You got a following that you gotta cater to, and I'm pretty sure y'all laugh it up on other people's behalf. I think that's lame.
Because that's what they're dedicated to. To find certain things that put it in position where I'm able to present it. That's why niggas is able to like argue that rape isn't bad morally, because that's what they're dedicated to. And they will go to the ends of the earth to find certain things to make it as if that shit is like the point that they're making is right.
Yeah.
And you know, like, look, bro, like I just didn't want to do this.
Well, why did you? Ain't nobody make you say that. Ain't nobody make you react to this. This is your channel. You do what you want to do. Just like I do what I want to do. And this is what I did, goddammit. We live in a world today where engagement is more important than the truth. Going along with the crowd is expected, and thinking for yourself is criticized. I remember they were conflicted, corrupted by their confusion. I mean, Buddy really thought I was trolling. How do we get to the place where me asking you to do something you claim to do all the time is seen as me trolling? When you say you don't understand something and I provide you with an honest response to help you see things from a different perspective, now I'm trolling because you don't agree. I mean, they were so conflicted that they put their foot in their mouth with this foolishness.
Yeah, exactly. I said confirmation bias, exactly. And it's a common phenomenon. It's like if I make a statement right now and I'm dedicated to proving that statement right, I'm going to find certain things that put it in position where I'm able to present it. That's why niggas is able to like argue that rape isn't bad morally.
Huh?
Because that's what they're dedicated to.
Stop it. Get some help.
And they will go to the ends of the earth to find certain things to make it as if that shit is like the point that they're making is right.
Yeah.
Now that you've seen my argument, what evidence do you have to confirm my skewed perception of reality? I mean, it's unfortunate that there's some people who misuse their influence because they are conflicted. They'd rather deal in ignorance and confusion than look in the mirror. I mean, it's disgusting that they don't respect, honor, or protect our women to the degree that they should. And if there's anything that the culture should be leaving in the past, it's the people and the mindset that sustain this type of thinking. P.S. If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack.
And y'all got all that fuck with y'all because they think y'all can provide them some level of exposure. Because I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care. Think whatever you want to think, bro. I'm gonna speak on it, man. That's my God-given right. Let's get back to this, man. All right. I think that's most of the clips. I might play an extended clip of their live so y'all can see how foolish they was being with the responding to Poetic Justice. But as far as like how they came at me, how they came at my people, we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna talk about this. So buckle up. He called me a HOTEP nigga. I don't even like using that word. Let me take it back. He called me a HOTEP netter, to try to put me down, to try to make me seem like something. And so, yeah, I am HOTEP. I am a HOTEP man, brother, netter, whatever you want to call it. I actually literally was raised in this. So you trying to put me down like you're really insulting me, and you don't understand that I find gratitude in being associated with HOTEP. And I'm about to tell y'all why in just a second. Hold on, let me switch this. I went to a school called KhemHotep. You know what I'm saying? I understand what HOTEP means and what it's all about. And so I'm going to take this moment briefly to kind of educate, my understanding of what it means to be a HOTEP. And I hope that, you guys are able to take something from this and there's nothing wrong with being able to criticize people for who they are, but to label somebody something that you don't even understand, or you don't value the origins of what that has for our people and has contributed to society. Yeah, I'm just not here for the ignorance. So we're gonna get this learning real quick. And so I did a Google search. HOTEP is an ancient Egyptian Kemetic word that loosely translates to peace. If you look it up on the hieroglyphics, you'll see a couple of different symbols, but I kind of want to point to this bottom right, and then even up here with the falcon. Essentially, HOTEP is it is an offering. It means peace, but the symbol is really nothing more than a piece of bread on the table. You know what I'm saying? A piece of bread on the mat, nourishment, food, sustaining life. And is HOTEP a foul word? Is this something like the N word that was created to put people down, to denigrate and dehumanize people? Or is it something else? Is it something more uplifting, more powerful? So when you do a search on what the HOTEP hieroglyph is, it tells you it depicts an altar or a reed mat. Interesting. Coming from the M. Reed report, that the symbol is a reed mat with a loaf of bread, symbolizing satisfaction, peace, and offerings. Like tithes and offerings when you go to church, and most people associate offerings with money now, but historically, in tribal systems, you could do offerings of food, you can do offerings with gifts, art, music, song. But yeah, so let's keep it going. Let's fast forward. We've already talked about the historical connotations of the word HOTEP and how that is symbolized by a piece of bread on the table. When you fast forward to the Christian spiritual system, we have a major event known as the Last Supper. And in the Last Supper, Jesus Christ created or established a new covenant with his people, with his followers. And how did he do that? He broke pieces of bread and gave them to his disciples and said, "Remember me. Eat this in remembrance of me." That's an offering. Jesus himself said, "I am the altar. You come to God through me." Luke 22:19. And he took bread and gave thanks and brake it and gave unto them, saying, "This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me." So every time you engage in Holy Communion, where you're consuming consecrated bread and wine, and I'm not saying this to criticize anybody's faith or anything. This is literally just information. I'm pulling up screenshots off the internet. Every time you engage with Holy Communion, You are participating in HOTEP. You know, Christ is just a newer version of that same custom, that same principle. It's being translated across language and time. Jesus is 2,000 years old. HOTEP, the word HOTEP is over 4,000 years old. One of my favorite books is called The Instructions of HOTEP, and it is known as the oldest book in the world. So yeah, you want to put me down and you know nothing about me. You said I played with your name, my brother. I asked you to decipher the lyrics. You made a mockery of it. And then you made a comment about me and my kind using similar tactics as abusers. And what did I do? I sent you some bread. That's right. I sent you some bread. I sent you a super chat and I said, y'all are really disrespecting the art form. It's coming off lame as fuck. More power to y'all. Appreciate y'all for the laughs, but y'all aren't serious. And then I believe Miss Mia is one of your moderators, maybe one of your, your loved ones. She immediately kicked me out. More power to that sister. She was well within her right. She was wrong as hell, but she had the right to kick me out. She ain't like what I had to say. That's fine. I could care. But I don't think I was offended. I think you took it as offense that I asked you to do something that you just, like you say, you really didn't want to do. At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Oh yeah, this is the screenshot of we were in the Patreon. This is literally where I said, hey, if you don't think there's anything to it, talking about the Poetic Justice theory, please decipher the lyrics for us and prove me wrong. And I am gonna play it. I'm gonna play it in the background, keep the live up so y'all can see, how these fools really engaged with that Poetic Justice theory. Yeah, man, he immediately thought it was just a trip. He thought I was trying to be funny. I'm like, nah, bro, you call yourself DeCypher. Like, decipher the lyrics. And then I called you an apologist for sexual assault. And that's like, man, that's your own ego manipulating the facts of what happened, my friend. The facts of what happened. And I showed y'all their live. So we went through it straight through with no edits. And then I showed y'all my video where I just clipped it up, added a couple of little funny clips. Like, yeah, bro, you was tripping. I said, huh? And stop. Just stop it. Whatever you thought you was doing, just stop it. Come on, Skip. Come on, Skip. But yeah. It's comprehension, man. And then even later on, I know I said something about y'all being from Alabama and not being able to, intellectualize the moment. And that was wrong. I can apologize. I apologize for that. I didn't have to do that. This was in y'all's little Patreon. But after y'all did what y'all did, man, somebody needed to say something. Somebody needed to tell y'all about yourselves because y'all was tripping. And if y'all gonna be on this social media, this platform, speaking for the community, speaking for the culture, when you say something wrong, you got to be able to take somebody criticizing you. You got to be able to say, you know what, I ain't mean it like that. That's all you got to do. I ain't mean to say it like that, But nah, you let somebody knock you off your square, and now you trying to defend it like there's something to defend. You want to accuse me of manipulating the situation to try to make you seem like you said something that you think you didn't say. Well, my brother, you said it. You said it. You said it. You said it. So take a look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? You need to look in the mirror. Worry about me. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's the end of my slideshow. I'm gonna take it here real quick. This is the beginning of their breakdown. I'm gonna go mute in the background. You know, if y'all want to stay on and stay in the chat, that's fine. But yeah, this is funny. This was good. I also want to let y'all know I'm working hard on part 4. Matter of fact, pull it up real quick. Let me see if I can. 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up my little thumbnails for my upcoming video. Where we at with it? Yeah. Check this out. So I'm gonna break these down. Give y'all a little bit of insight into where I was coming from with these videos. I'll probably, once I finish the last one, I'll probably do like a little summary video, hopefully like 10-15 minutes, talking about everything that I presented. But you know, initially when I came off of this little interaction, I said, let me go ahead and just do this video. And then I was trying to be insulting. I called them dummies. And so that's why the Poetic Justice Theory for Dummies video was really addressed to them, because I specifically broke down the lyrics, which is what they did. And I'm gonna show y'all that in a second. But you know, God works in mysterious ways, because it wasn't until I was making this video that I the third one, Seeds of Money Trees, my fault. It wasn't until I was making Seeds of Money Trees that I realized Kendrick was reading the book How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. And so that applied beautifully. And there's no such thing as coincidence. So the first video with Drake and this lady being separated by Kendrick, giving you that eye contact, is all about, let's look at these lyrics. Let's look at what the picture's being painted as far as who Drake is, how he relates, not only with women, but with hip hop. How does he touch the people? How does he touch the culture? I went from there into Poetic Justice Theory, Looking in the Mirror. And if you've seen these videos, of course, it makes a lot more sense. But Looking in the Mirror is a very key part of the song where he defines love. And the first time he defines love, he says love is you looking in the mirror. If you extrapolate that to the Poetic Justice film and other themes and motifs throughout Kendrick's career, you'll see that how important looking in the mirror actually is. And yeah, there's a lot of truth in reflection. I'll leave it at that. The next video that I did, part 3, which is my most recent video that's up right now, is the Seeds of Money Trees. When I was doing that video, that's when I guess, quote unquote, found my Edgar Allan Poe theory, where I believe Kendrick, in his study of writing and literature, found inspiration from the career of Edgar Allan Poe. And he used that to entice, his contemporaries, Drake and J. Cole and all these other guys, to try to engage with him in a competition of, words, who can write and who can rap the best. That's literally mirrors, or I guess is a direct copy of some of the things that Edgar Allan Poe did with his contemporaries of his time. And then from that, I also extrapolated into the theory around how Money Trees sets up Poetic Justice, but not just money trees in the song, but money trees as a symbol for overcoming poverty and getting out of his environment in Compton, California. And so the Seeds of Money Trees talks about how he, you know, became who he was within the early part of his career, but it touches on it briefly. I talk about Good Kid, Mad City, the album. I think I shed a lot of light on that from a different perspective, but then also um, there's like breadcrumbs, and I said breadcrumbs, but I say seeds. There's a lot of seeds that he planted in his lyrics in the early part of his career that led to Poetic Justice, but then also continue to, you know, I guess give money trees, give him money trees, but then also it led him to the beef of 2024. So I'm talking about the seeds that was planted in part 3, and then Fruit of the Heart is really like the culmination of everything. I'm digging in on the Heart series because I think that's probably one of his most personal projects to himself. The different times, the different parts, the releases of the Hearts, specifically 1 through 5. Heart Part 6 is very, you know, it's important, but I look at that more as like a look back at the earlier Hearts. And then I also want to look at the thread of how Poetic Justice connects to themes throughout the rest of his discography. So be on the lookout for part 4, Fruit of the Heart. It should be here hopefully within the next couple weeks. But yeah, that being said, I'm gonna get back to this live. I'll pause a little bit, make some comments here. But if y'all want to, you know, chat with me up in the chat, just let me know. All right.
Man, look, Money, don't start that shit. I was going back and forth.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the live chat up too, so y'all can see some of my comments and how I was going on in the live chat. But yeah, just let me know what y'all think.
I'm not. I wouldn't even. I thought about that, but I wasn't gonna say shit.
As a matter of fact, hold on, let me pull these lyrics up. You started some shit, and so we're gonna handle this real quick. I ain't watching the video. I might on another stream, but he said that he was like, decipher the lyrics. I was like, oh, you trying to be funny? You trying to be funny? Talking about decipher, like you gonna throw our name in there. Look what you done did. Look what you done did. Okay, let's check. We're gonna just do this real quick, cause I'm just trying to understand what I'm missing from the lyrics. Have you read these lyrics, DJ?
What is this?
Poetic Justice. Cause I'm trying to see what I'm missing. That's oh shit. Hold on. I took you off the screen. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go.
I know the song, bro, but yeah, let's just go on here.
I keep doing it.
Yeah, let's read the lyrics, bro.
Okay, let me see. Okay, let's start from the top because I guess it's something possibly in the chorus. It's blame Moni. Let's see. Every second.
And shout out to Moni. You know what I'm saying? Like she was going on, but you know, that's literally who she is. She makes fun, she plays around. You know, she says some crazy stuff sometimes. I don't necessarily vibe with her all the time. You know, I don't necessarily blame her for this because this is literally Skip and DJ. This is literally all they doing. But you know, I just wanna uplift this black woman. You know, I don't want to put her in the middle of what we got going on. I got kicked out of her Discord because some of her followers don't like what I did and you know how I responded to Skip and DJ. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, as a black woman, I appreciate what she does and what she adds to the space as far as like being a journalist. So, you know, shout out to her.
every minute. Man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad beat, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now, put them in the mood. Talking about dark room perfume. I recognize your fake fragrance. Hold up, you ain't ever got to say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? Let's stop right there. Okay. From my perspective, and DJ, you can add to this as well. He's speaking on a woman, right? And it seems like it's very clear. I don't see any hidden double entendres yet. I don't see any foreshadowing or imagery that would lead me to believe that this is something outside of the ordinary, or there is some type of deep hidden subtext in these lyrics so far. Do you see anything?
No, I mean, you got to think about it though.
So yeah, before they get started, I just want to let y'all know it's really like it's bad. It's not even funny to me. I'm pretty sure they got a kick out of it. You know, it was the idea is funny, but as far as like how they went about it, it's not funny. I don't vibe with it.
Like the flower blooming in the dark room, right? Maybe that dark room is where Drake hides his secrets. And the flower that bloomed in his room is Kendrick figuring out his secrets. So he's blooming in the dark room. All Drake's secrets is, he's gonna expose it to the masses. Nigga, shut up. No.
Once the flower is in full bloom.
Yes.
That's the secret coming to the light.
Yes, I'm going to expose everything about you, Drake. Once everything blooms and everything lines up the way I wanted to line up, I've been plotting on you from, man, shut up, man.
And you know what? Kendrick was so ahead of his time when he wrote this shit. He knew Moni was going to talk about it. What bloom? A rose. Put roses in the chat for Moni, man. Put some roses in the chat.
And you see, like, that's what just lets me know this is literally all about the content. This is just about the engagement. When he talks about the flower being bloomed in the dark room, you know, there's a Kendrick Lamar annotation right there. You can click that little yellow link, and it'll tell you what Kendrick Lamar thinks. And so if you were taking it seriously, you know, maybe you would have done that. Again, shout out to Moni, you know, but like, yeah, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, y'all?
He knew Moni was gonna talk about it. He's a prophet.
Yes,
gonna talk about it so much that he said, "If I told you a flower bloom, part of her logo is a rose."
Yeah.
We doing the knowledge.
Yeah, man.
He knew Moni was gonna find it. He knew find it.
He is clearly a time traveler at this point. It's proven. It's proven.
You know what? Endgame was an autobiography on Kendrick's life.
Crazy, right? Crazy.
Back to the Future, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. Moni trees.
Moni trees is the perfect place for shade.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just go back to this real quick. Y'all aren't serious. It's like y'all aren't serious. I literally just y'all disrespecting the art form, and you're not serious.
Hey, that's
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh wow.
Oh shit. Hold on.
See, look at the next line. I mean, I write poems and these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. Is blood in my pen. I don't feel sorry for you, Drake. I hate you. You want empathy? It's blood in my pen. I'm gonna destroy you. Like that's what he's thinking about right here in this moment. Like you gotta read between the lines, man. It's always been there. It's always been there.
I can't believe I missed it.
Crazy, right?
Oh, okay. So with the if I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? That's him speaking on if I told you the impossible was possible, would you believe me? Right?
Yeah.
And then he goes on to explain the impossible. I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. Could you be Drake? Could the you be Drake? When you're in the mood for empathy, when you need somebody to feel bad for you, it's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends in them, I really want to know you all. I really want to show you off.
Oh, better yet, well, your friends and them.
Is this something I want to put Drake? I want to put you on the forefront. I want to bring you here so I can show you off on my record. Is that what he's saying?
And I want to expose all your ghostwriters and people that's helping you, all your friends in them.
Is that what he's talking about?
Oh, man, I think we got him one. I think we got it.
These boys lost, man. They having fun with it, but these boys lost.
You tell me.
Tell me. What do you say? I really want to show you off. Nah, fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne.
Whoa. No. Pour up plenty of champagne. What's Drake handle on IG?
Champagne Poppy. Ooh.
I'm gonna pause that because like grown man with the T. We're not doing that. What's up, Miss Hummus? Check this out real quick. Let's see what these guys did.
Whoa. No. Pour up plenty of champagne. What's Drake handle on IG?
Champagne Poppy. Ooh.
Pause. Just pause all around. Come on, man. Don't grown men. Don't ever get caught on the internet doing this, please. I think Glasses even said something about it a couple weeks ago. Like, oh, that's T. Like, how you sound, how you look. Come on, bro. Teenage to fuck up.
We're getting to the bottom of it. He's pouring up champagne. Champagne Poppy.
Cold nights when I curse this name. I'm right. This is about you in the cold of night because I'm sick of your shit. So I'm cursing your name. And I'm drinking champagne because your name is Champagne Poppy.
Crazy.
Clock
it, DJ. Clock it.
Oh, shit. We here now.
Shit. Okay. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse his name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled up in that little bitty range.
Whoa. Skip. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Kendrick talk about the Range Rover on Bury Me Alive? On Buried Alive interlude?
Oh my God.
Bro, he said doors off always looking like a Leah.
Got to do your due diligence, bro. It was a Mercedes Benz. But if you took the assignment seriously, if it was more about, celebrating Kendrick and his artwork instead of putting people down because you disagree with them, you might be a little bit more accurate. But nah, he didn't mention Range Rover on Buried Alive. It was Mercedes Benz, my brother.
Curled up with your little girlfriends? Who's Drake's favorite woman in the world? Aaliyah, dog. Come on, man. You gotta think. Bro. You gotta think. Bro, he talking about some shit.
It's a different way to hear that lyric. Cole, nights when you curse his name. Oh my God. We are really
So you talking about J. Cole? Is he talking about J. Cole?
He's saying Cole, when me and Cole were having discussions and you dissed Drake privately.
Oh man! Oh, we get here now. We doing the science.
I think
this was long. This was long overdue, man.
Let's see. She want to go and party. Is he talking about Party Next Door?
Party Next Door, bro.
Oh shit, bro. We doing the knowledge.
But wait a minute, hold on. But wait a minute, real quick though. But what about you? Remember what Joe Budden said? He said, "Close an audience shows up with a party next door with a noise ordinance."
Kendrick said it first.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
Kendrick was 4 years ahead. Party at the party, playing with his nose now. It all ties back. Hold on, let's keep going. Hold on. Like
I really don't want to keep going. Like I've seen this a couple times just because like I wanted to make sure I go through and address all the points. But like, yeah, this was brutal. This was brutal to watch. I'm not saying y'all have to stay, but I want y'all to know who y'all dealing with. When they say hip hop lives here, this is what they mean. This is what they talking about. So, yeah.
I was afraid to do this. Because I might just bring new light to it. I was afraid to do this. Let's see.
Man, Skip, all I know is the next album is going to be called Decoded. And if it is Decoded, he talking about
us. Hey.
Because we broke. Come on, man.
Bro, the code.
Yeah, man. Let's keep going. I like this shit. Let's break this shit down all the way.
Okay.
And let people know that we really know what we talking about.
Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie. Sorry. Got you.
What? Wait, hold on. Wait. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie. Sorry. Who was just dissing this nigga recently in the press? Nah, nigga, that ain't good game, homie. I'm sorry. Like, is he trying?
And like the irony of it all is that they like picking up on some small stuff. I don't think he was dissing the game right here, but like the game is a very like important theme in this song. Because you'll see it in Drake's verse, but then it all culminates with the beef where he says this is supposed to be a good exhibition within the game. In the Super Bowl, at the end of the Super Bowl, when he says game over, like all of this ties in together. But you want to make a mockery of it.
So. To like,
is this a coded game? That's
what I'm saying.
Oh my goodness, JCR, you're on the clock.
That's what I'm saying.
You did so much with this.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like he saw, like he's such a time traveler, bro. He already saw what was happening, so he already telling game and look, bro. I'm not even approaching you with some weak ass shit, bro. I'm sorry that I am what I am. Look, bro, that ain't good game with me, bro. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I am who I am.
But then he said, game, you old news. You're an Atari. Don't bring that old game.
Yeah. There you go. There we go. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to I Lose a Lot. The math is finally mathing.
Man.
Shout out to Moni with the callback. Red Rose. White ceilings. Hey, it's all connected. It's all connected. We just got to do the knowledge, bro.
No, Skip. Go to the next line, bro.
And like it's just so funny. My man Kendrick did the Squabble Up video and had the Soul Train Scrabble board that literally says in Latin, everything is like everything means something. Everything means something. And you're gonna come on here and make a mockery of it like, oh, everything is connected. And it's like, that's his intentions. He intends for everything to be connected. There is a narrative thread all the way, in my opinion, from the Kendrick Lamar EP to GNX. And not just, there's multiple themes and references in his music that you can carry from Kendrick Lamar EP on through all the mixtapes, Section 80, all the albums, damn near every performance up until today, and you gonna make jokes like it's not connected, like.
It's a conversation.
But hip hop lives here, y'all. Remember this. Remember they said hip hop lives here. This is what they feel about hip hop.
The rule a nation. I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. Pac Shakur. Man, come on, bro. Pac Shakur, he's saying it right there.
It's encoded. Hey, you know this song. Like after this song, the ending of the song is when they was trying to see if Kendrick was coming for Sharan, right?
Yeah.
And Kendrick got Sharan wrapped up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And but what Sharan do?
So I'm gonna take a quick minute to point this out. So the whole Pac Shakur PS thing from Anthony and Desiree's original videos on the Poetic Justice theory, that's part of their contribution. I don't necessarily agree with the PS being Pac Shakur. It could be, but I'm not about to die on that hill, and I don't think they are either. I think their intentions was to point out as much as they could, especially if you consider that they're a white couple from the northern Midwest, and I think spent some time in the Pacific Northwest, and they they may have grew up adjacent to hip hop, but they're not black. They didn't grow up like some of us did, literally in hip hop. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up real quick. Thomas got a question. And so, are they making fun of you, or are they doing their own breakdown? This video, they were doing their own breakdown, but they were making fun of me because they felt like there's nothing to the Poetic Justice theory. And so I went in on it a little bit earlier, but this is kind of just the receipts to kind of show that what all they did during that time frame where they were talking about the Poetic Justice theory. I know I posted it in your Discord, but I showed the video earlier that they recently did, like this past weekend, where he was talking about me being a small channel and making fun of my 1,000 views and calling me an old man and all this and a HOTEP and all this other stuff. And so I did a whole presentation for about like the first hour of this live. And so after I finished that, I said, let's go in and let's just do a recap of their live. And so it's like another hour and a half, where we're gonna look at what they did when they reacted to the Poetic Justice theory. And they admittedly said they were joking, but they they did some disrespectful things. It's meant to be playful, it's meant to be lighthearted, and I understand that. But then they made a comment associating me and other people that agree with the Poetic Justice theory to try to make it seem like we were exaggerating the truth. I'm not even gonna repeat the comment anymore. I'm gonna leave it up. Whenever people want to talk about it, it's online. But they said some stuff I didn't agree with. I reacted to that on their channel. I reached out to them directly to let them know how I felt about it, and they blocked me. And so I made my own channel. I made my own content, and then he reacted to it this past weekend with how he feels. And so this is my response. This my first live is my response. So appreciate y'all, and y'all sub up to everybody. I think we all family in here. But if you're not, or if you catching the rewatch, y'all go subscribe to Nixus J, Ms. Hummus, Fatima. I don't know if she's making a lot of content, but she's pretty active in the lunch hour with glasses. Noah, that's the homie. Nunu, my sister right there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all spread the love here. We all family around here, and it ain't none that a conversation can't solve. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all.
Rap, you feel me? Like what Kendrick doing on the song, he rapping like Sharan, like it's come on, man, y'all ain't doing the knowledge, bro. Come on, bro. But he said,
I promise you, we the first to ever say this shit.
crazy. Conversation rule the nation. I can tell.
Oh, well, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Gosh darn it, said PS is PlayStation, which is the Atari flip, meaning that on the next level.
Mm.
Come on. Hey, game, you old news. On the next step up, nigga, I'm Sony.
And look at where Sony is now. PS5. Evolution. How many albums does Kendrick have? 5 albums. What? EPAB. Damn. Mr. Morale. G and Next.
5 albums.
Come on, man. Tell me where y'all been, where y'all seeing it like this, man. Look how we putting this shit together. But Kendrick is the PlayStation to the games of Atari. Come on, man. Right here with it. Come on, man.
Bro, Kendrick is the PS5, literally, bro. And then we get ready to drop the PS6 because he got an album coming out next year. That's what he said in the interview. He said, I got some cooking. I got some coming. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. 5 + 5.
Oh, it's crazy, all right. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. Yeah.
It took us this long to look at this, man. Hold on. Oh my God. Peace to the guys in Earth in the chat, man. We getting real scientific in here, man. Hold on. Let me shrink this. Damn, why I keep doing it? Okay. Let me bring it down a little bit so we can see, so everybody can see.
Yeah.
Okay. So anytime, which is referring to the Janet Jackson song. Anytime, any place. They were saying that this was him saying that the challenge is open and available for any time. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. And I know just what you want. Poetic Justice, put it in a song. All right. So something is being put in this song that we're supposed to dig.
Hey, peace, get chill. Yeah, they mocking it. They making a mockery of it. They're not being serious. They think it's funny. So that's why it sounds weird, my bro. Because they're really being weird. For sure.
Deep and understand on a deeper level. So this is we're going into Drake's verse. I really hope you play this because, oh girl, you test my patience with all of these seductive photographs and all these one-off vacations you've been taking.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
What you got?
So if Kendrick wrote this verse for Drake, and he said, I really hope you play this, oh girl, you test my patience with all these seductive photographs and one-off vacations you've been taking, is he foreshadowing the whole Big D in this video proof?
We all know what's on DJ's mind. Because how did he get there? Let me rewind it because I'm confused, but where did the Big D come from, bro?
You've been taking where all these and he said
on all vacations you've been taking.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
What you got?
So if Kendrick wrote this verse for Drake, and he said, I really hope you play this, oh girl, you test my patience with all these seductive photographs and one-off vacations you've been taking, is he foreshadowing the whole Big D in this video proof?
Bro, that's so suspect. Like, how do we get that? How did you get there? Because the seductive photographs, you automatically start thinking about Drake leaking nudes. You couldn't pay me to just randomly bring up Big D out of nowhere. Like, you could just be like, hey man, talk about this. But this is funny, y'all. This is what they think is cool. This is hip hop to them. Hip hop lives here. Remember that. They said hip hop lives here. Think about Big D's and shit.
Come on now. Come on. If he wrote this for Drake, he's already saying that. You know what I'm saying? Seductive photographs, went off vacation. He's on vacation on his plane. Come on, seductive photographs. I don't know.
Freaky
You tell
Frog
me.
from the past. Come on now.
You tell me. I don't know.
Let me take a stab at what's going on right here.
Okay.
But you know it ain't no real beef, Miss Hummus. You know I'm vegan, so it's some falafel or some beyond. It's impossible beef around here. But nah, like it's just funny. It's funny for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I initially came to them. That's what makes it so interesting, is that I initially came to them. I'm in their chat. You know, we might see some of my chats come up when they put it on the screen. But like, I use this moment to create my channel, and they feel some type of way about it, which, you know, they valid to feel that type of way. But when you go on your channel and you try to talk down on me because you don't like what I'm doing, you know, I got a right to respond. You gonna call me all kinds of old man and HOTEP, and so I'm gonna address that, you know, in a beautiful way, in a very mature way. And so I'm down to sit down and talk to people. I ain't scared of nobody. You know, we could do it on your channel, Miss Hummus. We could do it on lunch table, wherever. But like, yeah, 30-minute conversation, hour-long conversation, just to get some straightening. Ain't nothing wrong with me. They don't know I'm a Q. That's another thing. I'm an Omega man. Like, dealing with confrontation from other men, that we perfect that. We know how to deal with that. You're not gonna be an Omega walking around this country with letters and colors and all of that. And you know, somebody say something about you, you just gonna tuck tail and act like nothing happened. Hell no. We're gonna deal with this. So yeah, they got the right one. That's all.
If this is Kendrick writing this from the perspective of Drake,
Come on.
I'm assuming that he's looking at this from the perspective of someone who doesn't have the availability to attain the level attain the woman he's pining after in this song.
Okay.
But what if this woman that he's discussing in this line is actually the true poetic justice of him being able to write the song, but with Kendrick writing it from Drake's perspective, he's speaking on the allure of the beautifully written lyrics that Drake isn't able to hold on his own because he isn't the one putting them on paper. What you think about that?
I really hope you play this because you test my patience. Who is the one girl that Drake can never get? Because that's gonna play
Brown.
No. But
and poor Millie. You know, she's a victim in all of this, y'all. Like, we gotta stop using her as a butt of a joke. That young woman doesn't deserve this. Grow up, like, for real. I get it. We're trying to dig at Drake. We're trying to put Drake down. But like, even just using that woman's name to put him down, that don't make her feel good. I remember hearing about Lisa Bonet. Y'all know Lisa Bonet go by a whole different name now. Cause she don't want to be associated with the name that made her famous. These is real people, y'all.
Rihanna, because he gonna talk about the foreign girl that's later in the verse, right? Ooh, girl, you test my patience because she always playing with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Could that be it? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. We're trying to decode. We're trying to break it down all the way down. You know what I'm saying? To the very letter. We're trying to break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because patience, like, is that the same? Wait a minute. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Drake got the same amount of letters as Rihanna. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This shit getting too deep. It's too surgical. Too surgical. Go, 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 go.
Clearly a lot for me to take in. It don't make sense. Young East African girl. You're too busy fucking with your other man. I was trying to put you on game, put you on a plane, take you and your mama to the motherland. I could do it.
I just want to point out, because I think this was this exceptional research on my part. The whole East African girl thing. The reason why I know Kendrick wrote that is because of the Poetic Justice film, and I talk about it in my part too. But there's a moment when one of the characters says he's dealing with a woman from Compton, but she says she's from Ethiopia, and then she got a son named Lamar. You know, so just it's little stuff like that, little nuance that I would have never known if I didn't, you know, take on this assignment to really dig deep into this theory. Because, like, even though I saw the Poetic Justice film a few years, like when I was younger, much younger, like watching it recently with fresh eyes and you know, with the perspective of everything that, you know, went on with the Poetic Justice theory, I think it's you know, I'm grateful. I really have a lot of gratitude because I pulled something out of myself that I didn't know was there. It pushed me to really challenge myself intellectually, and you know, that's what it's all about. It's not about, you know, how goofy or how silly or how, you know, funny you can do things all the time. You know, I get it. You know, the entertainment piece of being online and being on social media, you know, you want people to engage and all of that. But, you know, sometimes you can sit down and take some stuff seriously. Sometimes you can really like try to talk about, you know, things intellectually instead of just trying to, you know, search for laughs and engagement. You know, that's all.
I could do it. Okay.
Rumor is from this breakdown that this was Kendrick speaking directly from his perspective, because a few years later, he took himself and, among other people, his lady friend to Africa. And that was the bones of the direction that To Pimp a Butterfly took upon release. It was his perspective after and while being in Africa.
Right.
How would that relate to Drake's perspective in this verse? Outside of Drake speaking on pure vanity and lust. That's the question.
And young girls.
What do you think?
Let's just keep going with the verse. Maybe I could tie something back in right now. Right now, like, I can't even reach and say some shit on that one.
Maybe one day when you figure out you're gonna need someone, when you figure that it's all right here in the city and you don't run from where you come from. I don't know. Nothing's clicking for me.
Yeah.
That sounds like Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice. You were so new to this life, but goddamn, you got adjusted. I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to the fun sex, your natural hair and your soft skin and your big ass in that sundress. Ooh, good God. What you doing that walk for? When I see that thing move, I just wish that we will fight less and we will talk more. And they say communication save relations. I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. P.S.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna go back.
It's fight and your soft skin. These songs, it's life, but goddamn, it's like Poetic Justice. Poetic Justice. You were so new to this life, but goddamn, you got adjusted. I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to the fun sex, your natural hair and your soft skin and your big ass in that sundress. Ooh.
So I'm gonna pause this right here because I want to point out another thing that shows you how unserious they were. The fact that Kendrick said the same line, I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to, and then he proceeds to say something, and then Drake proceeds to say something different. The fact that they couldn't conceptualize the idea to compare that in real time literally shows you how they approach this. This is you know, social media, but they said hip hop lives here, and they couldn't even just take the time to think about the differences in the message. I think I'm gonna talk about it. I might have mentioned it in part 3, and I don't know how many people finished my video, but like when Kendrick says, "I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen." The double entendre with that, even on Genius, is that he's talking about blood in his phallus. You know, he has an erection or whatever. And that goes along with what Drake says with dedicated to fun sex. But the diss in this is that the way Kendrick says it is way more empathetic. It's way more understanding. It's not raunchy. And if you consider Kendrick's affinity for Christianity, yeah, he could have been talking about having an erect phallus, but when he says, when you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my pen, he could literally be talking about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a symbol for empathy, loving thy neighbor, turning the other cheek, you know, feeding your enemies. That is empathy. And when you're reading the Bible and you read the words of Jesus in the Bible, they are written with red ink to symbolize blood. So if you compare that, the depth of that lyric that Kendrick says with the depth of your natural hair, your soft skin, and your big ass in that sundress, that is enough right there, just them 2 lines, to prove that this was showing Drake, highlighting Drake in a negative, disrespectful light. But, you know, go off. Y'all don't see it, I can't make you.
Good God. What you doing that walk for? When I see that thing move, I just wish that we will fight less and we will talk more. And they say communication save relations. I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. P.S.
I mean,
It's not one impactful narrative thread in this whole song. I mean,
not one skip. Skip. Come on, Skip. Skip. You can't find one thread, one piece of impact in all of this. You talked about the motherland and the East African girl. I mean, Poetic Justice is a movie. Like, you could just talk about that. If you've seen the movie, you see how Janet's character, Justice, responds to being seen with a big ass. She don't like it. She like, I need to go on a diet. But here go Drake. Oh, that's a nice big old ass. Because he's not culturally aware. This motherfucker didn't even think to go back and watch the movie. If I was doing a song with Kendrick, name a movie, I would watch that movie. I don't know why he didn't think to do that, but something would tell me maybe I need to watch this movie. But fuck the fact that, you know, it's Tupac. And, you know, he done already said how, you know, he's here to preserve and defend Tupac's legacy. You gonna hop on a song with him named after a movie starring Tupac and not even think twice about the message he's trying to convey.
in this whole verse, Drake is trying to smash a girl that he not dating, bro. Like, now I'm being serious. We was like, go ahead.
I mean, unless, like you said, that we're really taking it from Kendrick's perspective, maybe this could be about his relationship with Whitney. I don't know. As far as with the natural hair and the soft skin. But, okay. All right. I'm ready to start reaching now. No, no, I don't see it. I don't see it personally. I don't. It's all fun and games, but I can't do this shit no more. I can't even think of no shit to reach.
He said, y'all were joking. That's how good we are. That's how good we are. Yeah, good we are.
Like, this is self-satisfying for them. This is what they mean when they say hip hop lives here. This is how they live with hip hop. They make a mockery of it. They make jokes of serious, thought-provoking, deeply understanding ideas and themes. You know, it don't take much to do a Google search or pick up a dictionary. You'll see exactly what he's talking about. But you know,
off the cuff. Yes.
Like, that's because I've seen so many of these motherfuckers reaching. I know what the fuck they gonna say and how they say it, bro. How they be trying to tie in one word and try to make it fit so many other different narratives and shit. I'm just like, bro, you reaching.
That's literally what Kendrick does. That is literally what he does. He ties words and themes across decades. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does that. That is, wait till y'all see this part 4 video. I'm going through all of it. It's probably gonna be 4 hours long. But I don't care, because I want to make sure that I cover all my bases. I don't leave any stone unturned. So that when you get to the end of that video, there's no way you can't say these weren't Dot's intentions.
When you commit yourself to one perspective, you can make anything sound like anything.
It's crazy, bro.
Let's keep doing today's mathematics, man. But they say communication save relations, I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. Yes. What about this verse sounds like Drake dissing himself?
I could never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. He said it. And if you look at the tone from verse 1 to verse 2, Drake's tone is completely wrong. He starts off talking about how this woman tests his patience. Come on, women. Women in the chat. How y'all feel about men testing y'all patience? Or you being you testing men's patience? If a man came up to you and told you, you know, you test my patience, how would that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's wrong as hell. You know, I was trying to take you and your mama to the motherland. Like, get the fuck out of here. Let me see that big ass. Go ahead and walk away from it. But that's your man's. That's you know, that ain't that bad. That's, you know, that's how hip hop lives here. That's how hip hop lives here at WeAreDeCypherEd, y'all. They don't see nothing wrong with that. And they don't connect how I can never right my wrongs unless I write them down for real. With all of these written wrongs. All of these written wrongs. And I'm not saying, Ms. Hummins, I'm not talking about you telling him he's getting on your nerves. And not your husband. I'm talking about a man that you just, like a coworker or a longtime friend, and he just, you know, you really test my patience. You know, like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Forget somebody you don't even know. Let somebody come up to you in the middle of the club like, oh, girl, you test my patience. Bro, what? But compare that. Compare that to Kendrick where he says, I recognize your fragrance. Nah, you ain't, hold on. You ain't got to say nothing. I know. Like, we keeping it play over here. We really pushing P. I don't know what Drake is pushing. PTSD. but yeah, let's continue.
This verse sounds like Drake dissing himself, unless it's, hey, I can't get this girl. What else?
Oh
It's-
yeah, shit. So yeah, back to the original point that he wrote the verse dissing Drake, so Drake didn't know he was dissing himself. Yeah, hell no, I don't see that anywhere in this fucking verse, bro, at all. Like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. We went through this whole fucking verse because that's the end of the song at that point. So it's just like,
okay. Bakugan said the girl Drake can't get in this song is the respect of hip hop culture. I used to love her. When would he, based on what you're saying, when would he ever take the girl to the motherland?
That's Kendrick's point. Drake out here rapping about taking people to the motherland. He has no reason, well, he has plenty of reasons to go, but he has no personal passion for going to the motherland. I guarantee you, outside of this song, he's probably never even referred to Africa as the motherland. It's neither here nor there. But like, come on, man.
When is he attempting to infuse game or to think that, or this all right here in the city and you don't run from where we come from?
Drake not even from the place where they come from, though.
So how does that make sense?
That's the point. That's another point, DJ. If Drake is not from the city that they come from, what is he saying with that? If he's not from Compton like Kendrick or South Central LA, where Poetic Justice took place, and he's talking about this the city, he's being fraudulent. He's being fake. He's being exposed for being fake. But, you know, whatever.
I write poems in these songs dedicated to the fun sex. How does this correlate to the overall scheme of what you're saying about this being related to hip hop? Unless you're saying that Drake, his appeal or his application to be considered hip hop is him speaking to the lifestyle of debauchery. The life hip hop is him speaking to a.
I want to clarify what he said, because I think he's trying to, like, that's enough, like, it's so infuriating that they be making points to prove the theory and to prove the diss in the song, but because they don't agree with it, they just dismiss it. Oh, it's a reach, and oh, this is just too much, it's too deep, and oh, yeah, you got to think too hard. Like, come on, man.
Appeal or his application to be considered hip hop is him speaking to the lifestyle of debauchery. And
that's so good that even when these fools is trying to, like, be fake, you know, nihilist or whatever, where they just like, oh, it's apathetic. They have, like, that is so good that they literally are like flabbergasted and dumbfounded by the depth in the message. Like, they can't even really, like, deny it. Like, you can see, like, on their face, like, they keep wanting to put it down, but it's just like, nah, Dot is punching. These is literally punchlines after punchlines straight to your fucking jaw. And they can't take it. They try so hard to put it down. And then watch this. Watch how they flip. Like, oh, nah, that is kind of hard. Like, it's hilarious.
When I see that thing move, I just wish we would fight less and we would talk more.
Yeah, I don't see at any point.
I don't see the connection, bro. Like on
Yeah,
some real shit.
like
Oh,
if
okay,
if Kid,
cool.
like if Kendrick did write this verse, like I'm not gonna say that that's impossible, because like I said, at this point, I've seen enough from the Drake camp to say that anything is possible in terms of him getting help, writing, and anything like, because he's gotten help from the most, like, the weirdest of places I never would have thought he would have got or needed help from. So I'm not gonna say that it's impossible that Kendrick could have wrote that verse, but as far as him writing a verse for Drake to rap to diss himself without knowing, that's the part I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Salute, Michael Gunn, got you.
Like the only way I feel so something like that would have made sense is if on Buried Alive Interlude, if Kendrick wrote that but Drake rapped it. That would make more sense to me.
Because it's not necessarily a diss, I would say.
But it's definitely a difference of perspective.
Of like, we don't represent the same things. So in order for me to come over to your side, I would have to bury myself alive.
Yeah. So if that's what the song that we were talking about, then I would be way more understanding. Granted, I still wouldn't think it would be the diss that y'all talking about, but I would be way more open and understanding to that song being the one than Poetic Justice being under Money Trees on the track list. But I mean, I guess it does make sense because Money Trees is the perfect place for shade. And Mona be shading these niggas all the fucking time. She be getting at these niggas. And Kendrick knew that shit because he a fucking time traveler. And Moni famous, our famous cousin. She don't want to admit that, but we know that.
And
Kendrick knew that.
And Moni is also the flower that bloomed in a dark room because she from Brick City. New Jersey. She from the concrete jungle. Come on now.
Come on, man. It all makes sense.
New Jersey always had to live in the shadow of New York. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the dark room being New Jersey. Let's talk about it.
Yep. Yeah. The little brother to New York. Yep.
These is jokes, y'all. This is hip hop. Hip hop lives here. If we make a joke, hip hop is a joke. We joking. Fuck the message. It's not important. Run me my super chats. Like, share, subscribe.
We back doing the science.
Yeah.
The download is being properly processed. Let's do it. Okay. Let's get.
Watch this. Watch how they break down this third verse. Because Kendrick smacked him in the head with this shit. This shit funny as hell, y'all.
It's a Kendrick's third verse. Well, hey, there might have been a Freudian slip. I don't know. Let's get to Kendrick's third verse. Hey, there might have been a Freudian slip. I don't know. Let's see. Every time I write these words, they become a taboo. Making sure my punctuation curve, every letter here is true. Living my life in the margin. And that metaphor is proof. I'm talking poetic justice. Poetic justice.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fire, bro. That's so fucking fire, bro. Every time I write these words, they become taboo. Making sure my every punctuation curve, every letter here is true. Living my life in the margin. That metaphor was, bro, that's tough.
And then it goes into the poet.
It's tough as hell, DJ. I just wish you appreciated it more. I wish it drove you to look a little deeper. I really do. The fact that you can't even deny there's something there. You've been downplaying this song this whole time. But then when you got to this part, you're like, you know what? That shit is kind of hard. But the whole thing is hard. The whole thing is hard. You know what I'm saying? Just be open, y'all. Be willing to look at yourself in the mirror. You know, we all have beliefs and things that we carry with us throughout life that does not serve us all the time. And I can be honest when I say that what y'all did with this reaction did not serve nobody. It didn't serve hip hop. It didn't serve your channel or your following. You might think it served yourself, but I'm telling you, it didn't. Teenage the fuck up, y'all.
Poetic Justice. This is all. This is a love letter to literature. This is a love letter to literature.
Yeah.
That's what this is, a love letter to literature, bro. Like, look at all of the different, like, right, words, punctuation, letter, margin, metaphor, proof, poetic. This is all discussing literature.
Yeah.
Like, when you go listen to, when you go read the lyrics to Gloria, that last verse is doing the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna disagree with that. I don't look at this as a love letter to literature. I look at this as using literary motifs to send a message, to mint a point where this is like written in stone. You know, I have a whole saying around the idea when I study the ancient Egyptian civilization, and I talk about how, you know, they wrote their books on the walls in the temples. And even today, when we bury people and we want to write something down that's important, that needs to last through time, we write it in stone. You know what I'm saying? And so him saying this is letting you know that I did this with such intention. I did this with such meticulous devotion that it garners a certain level of respect. And then even just the relationship between proof and true, those are synonymous. You know, I know y'all probably not. I'm a math guy. I have an engineering degree, and so when you're studying mathematics and you're learning proofs, you're learning how equations and processes prove the validity of something, show how something is true. And he says every letter here, every last punctuation is true. And this is the proof. I don't care what anybody says. You can talk about control, you can talk about the BET cipher. I'm coming back to this because this is the proof. There's way more proof in this song about where Kendrick stands versus where Drake stands.
Love letter to literature. I'm not being obtuse because I got some type of X to grind with nobody. This shit just don't, like, I'm not seeing this great underlying theory that's making sense. Like the code, the subtext is people assuming this is a love song, which it is in some respects, but it's not necessarily discussing a woman. Like I said, I was like, shit, I feel like he got him on this song to show him he can out Drake in this space, to out rap him on a girl song, while Kendrick's whole objective was personifying the girl as hip hop or just writing in general.
No, Skip, go down. Okay.
Hold on,
I'm talking Poetic Justice.
Poetic
if I told you a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, you need to hear this. Love is not just a verb, it's you looking in the mirror.
Mhm.
What was the girl Drake daughter's name was supposed to be named that he said in Meet the Grounds? When It Love or something like that?
I thought it was shit. I don't know. I never really got into that. I think
Bro,
I don't know.
he telling Drake love is not just a verb, it's you looking in the mirror, meaning that love, that's your daughter, that's your child, that's you looking yourself in the mirror. It's not just a verb. I mean, you need to hear this. He talking directly to Drake, babe, basically be a good dad, bro. Love is not a verb. She looking right at you in your face. That's just your flesh and blood, bro. Come on. Love is not just a verb. It's you looking for it. Maybe call me crazy. We can both be insane. He's like, bro, I see it. Eternity is love. That's it. So it's eternity. I think it's close though. It's close because he said eternity is love.
Y'all see that bullshit? Y'all see how he tried to make it like, oh, Drake's daughter's name is Love and all that. Oh, no, it's eternity. It's close. But it's close, though. What are we doing? What are we doing? I couldn't make this up if I tried. This is y'all. It ain't me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Y'all ain't even seen my name come up yet. I tried to put the live stream up so y'all can see the comments, but I forgot I'm blocked, so you probably can't even see me in the comments anymore. But yeah, it's crazy.
And love is not just a verb. Cause see, we connecting the two words, love, eternity. You know what I'm saying? It connect. Yeah. There you go. Right there, he knew it because he a time traveler. He dropping little nuggets in there, letting you know that I'm gonna write Meet the Grounds and fuck you up.
13 years from now, I'm gonna destroy you. I got it all mapped out in here. Hey, was Kendrick Kane the Conqueror? Hold on, man. What's going on, man?
Man,
Isn't it multiple timelines at once?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I wonder which timeline got pruned though. Which one? That's the thing. Because each action spawns out to make its own timeline. So which one got pruned?
I think the timeline that would have dropped the album in like 2021, that timeline got, or like 2020, that timeline got pruned.
Okay, so it wasn't a part of the sacred timeline then. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Because you know the sacred timeline is made up of multiple timelines.
Oh, no. You know which one got actually pruned? The Untitled Unmastered.
Why you say that?
Him putting that album out was displaying the relics from a past timeline. That was him showing us what the void was.
Oh, because it wasn't supposed to exist. You wasn't supposed to. Alive eat all that shit up, so it wasn't supposed to exist. You wasn't supposed to hear, see that.
So we got the remnants. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Talk that nerd shit. Yeah.
Doing the science, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We doing the science.
I swear you not. I swear you not. Y'all ain't y'all ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing.
Science, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
In the science, bro. Come on. But you say, love is not just a verb, it's you looking in the mirror. Love is not just a verb. It's you
wait, still. Hold on. Furby Production said this wasn't even written by the Kendrick of the 616. So which one wrote this? Bro, oh wow, hold on. Which version was it Immortus? Was it Kane the Conqueror? Was it
was it Scarlet Centurion? I think it was
Yeah. Oh man, no.
I'm weak. I said it was written by Kendrick 2099.
Oh wow, no, that's crazy.
Oh, shit. Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. I fuck with y'all for real. I ain't gonna lie, D2. You gonna have fun watching this one back, man. You gonna have fun watching Absolute Kendrick.
You know, and I don't want to take nothing away from them, man. They having a good time. It's funny. You know, stuff like this is cool. I ain't tripping about stuff like this. It's just like you trying to make me seem stupid because you don't understand something. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make light of something, dismiss something because you don't understand it. And that to me is ignorant. It's a very definition of ignorance. When I don't understand something, I usually either dismiss it to where I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. Or, you know, I ask questions. I do a little bit of research. I'm not gonna, you know, try to put it down just because I don't understand. That's just it's childish. Very childish.
Oh
Wait a
shit.
minute. Wait, so hold on. Wait a minute. So now we doing the science, right?
Yeah.
So who is Loki? Who did Kendrick send to fuck up the timeline to
Like, how do we get here? How did we get here? This is crazy.
redo it to where he can be back in pole position? Who did he send? Was it Meek? Is it Meek Mill Loki?
It was SZA.
Okay, elaborate.
Yeah, think about it. She been up to mischief and debauchery all in her music. What did Loki do throughout the generations? Straight mischief and debauchery.
Okay.
She put it in the music to let you know that she was about mischief the entire time, just so she could get close enough to somebody who built their entire persona off of mischief and debauchery. COINTELPRO, counterinsurgents.
Okay.
Yeah, she had to get it fire, sizzle, butterfly effect.
But also too, I can see that. But I can also see it being Meek, right? Because look at it like this.
Mm-hmm.
There was always rumors of ghostwriting and shit for Drake, right? But they didn't stick until Meek said it. What did Loki do all the season one trying to go through? Trying to tell people that the timekeepers wasn't real. So he went on a whole campaign trying to tell people that this nigga Drake ain't real. He don't write his shit. The timekeepers ain't real. But when he finally meet the end game, Kendrick was like, no, my son, I need you to go do this in this way so I can come through and hit him on the head top with Meet the Grounds, bro. I'm just setting you up to be, you know what I'm saying, what we at. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no.
But also, what was Loki doing the whole second season? He was in a fight against time, right?
Yeah.
Drake dropped back to back and they said it's been 48 hours. Where y'all at? Loki didn't win. I mean, Meek didn't win because he lost the battle against time.
Yes. Yes. Gotcha. But you know what he also did though? He came back and took that chair at the end, become the holder of time, which means that allowed Drake to survive even more timelines. Because the timelines that he was going to be died off in, they were going to be pruned off. But now that they
the space-time continuum.
Right. So that's how Drake was able to stay in pole position for a while, because they weren't pruning timelines no more. He held the tree together. It's all because of Meek, bro.
And then the timeline that restabilized hip-hop, Drake had to be a part of.
Yeah, because now you got Dr. Doom for to come in here and fuck all that shit up. Blow it all up. Kill all these niggas. Because Kendrick said it's time for a reset. Now you got to reset the entire universe and create what you doing? Battle World. Come on, bro. Come on now. Hey, what we doing?
Hey, that was fire.
What are we doing? How did we get here? Y'all, I think y'all love Drake that much, man. I just don't want to see it. You know, it's a common rumor that a lot of these men from this era support Drake is because they see a lot of themselves in him. And you know, I don't want to speak for anybody when I say that. Yeah, it's a lot of Captain Save a Drake going on right here. Like y'all really like y'all putting Kendrick's art down to I don't even know. Like, why would you? What was the purpose of this? And part of me believes it's because of Anthony and Desiree, you know, and how people feel about them being the ones to present the theory. You know, I understand if you don't agree with everything, but you know, PS and the squabble up part of their theory should not have y'all acting like this. Whatever you disagree with the theory should not have y'all going to these lengths. You talk about what I did as far as the lengths I went to with my content. I don't think I stepped off the porch compared to what y'all are doing. You know? But to each their own.
That was fire. Shout out to V Conley. He said it's Meek because after Drake did back to back, it interrupted the flow, so it created a hole in
it. Yeah. They can't get to that timeline in time, so we start branching off and fucking shit up. It start causing incursions, bro.
Drake, not the incursion. Meek was the incursion.
Yes, Meek was the incursion.
Meek created an alternate timeline that was gonna get Drake out of place too early.
Yeah.
Early.
So come on back over here. I need you to set this shit up because I need for him to be on the sacred timeline. Because when I destroy him for good, ain't no coming back, bro.
And that's why he certain place he has to be at a certain level of power for it to have the ultimate effect.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he ain't been able to drop Iceman. Because he can't return to pole position anymore, bro. It's done. It's over.
He's lost in the vacuum of space. It's cold out there. So he technically may still be the Iceman just floating out in space.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
He's got to do the science, bro.
Man, shit, man. It's crazy.
Science, bro. Hold on.
Watch the party prude. Hey, yo.
Hold on, let me address this real quick. Ms. Hummus, you were asking if it was all unprovoked. I ain't gonna say it was unprovoked. This is what they felt provoked them. This is a screenshot of their chat and Patreon. We were talking about the Poetic Justice theory, and I asked them, if you don't think there's anything to it, please decipher the lyrics for us and prove me wrong. And so this is what they did. This is them deciphering the lyrics. And from there it kind of escalated into, comments about justifying assault and stuff like that. And you go back when you have time, just go back and watch the live from the beginning if you can. I'm gonna save it. So it's beyond me. I know that. It's beyond me.
He said Pusha T equals Dr. Strange. He searched the timelines to find Adonis, the missing child.
Boom. Oh,
hey man. We got a whole bunch of chemists in the chat, man. Y'all doing the science in this motherfucker, man. Come on with it, dog.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Bro, is J. Cole Thor? Because think about it. He had a chance to go for the head to kill off Thanos. And what did he do? He missed. What did J. Cole do to Kendrick? He had a golden opportunity to shoot Kendrick's head off. And what did he do? He didn't go for the head, bro.
Hey, check this out. On the night I was born, rain was pouring. Hold on. He was talking about thunder and lightning.
Yeah.
Is J. Thor for real?
Now we cooking, bro. We cooking now, dog.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Pull the lyrics up. Pull the lyrics up.
Hold on, we gotta finish this one. Hold on. What'd he say? A fatal attraction is no. Love is not just a verb, it's you looking for it, maybe. Call me crazy. We can both be insane. A fatal attraction is common.
Apologize for my daughter, but that's one of my favorite lines where he literally like, I'm gonna just make it plain. Y'all can go ahead and call me crazy. Just call me crazy. And guess what? We'll both be insane. I'll be right there with you. So if he's saying all of that, like, it's not that far-fetched. Kendrick says all the time how he grew up believing anything was possible. So if that's where he's coming from, why are you, with your limiting beliefs and closed-minded perspective, trying to place that on Kendrick? Just call him crazy. Just go ahead. Just call him crazy. If that's what y'all want to do, just go ahead and call him crazy.
And what we have common is pain. Okay. I mean, you need to hear this. Love is not just a verb. I can see power steering. Sex drive when you swerve. I want that interference. It's coherent. I can hear it. That's your heartbeat. It either caught me or it called me. Read slow and you'll find gold mines in these lines. Sincerely yours truly, right before you go blind. P.S.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said read slow and you'll find gold mines in these lines? Bro, what did Outta Warlock look like, bro? Was he not like an all golden mine type shit, bro?
He was golden, for sure.
Damn, that's crazy, dog. That's crazy, bro. I don't know, man. The Poetic Justice theory ain't holding up for me, bro. I ain't seeing it.
Nah, I'm not getting coded. This isn't here. I think that I think what it came down to was Doc got him on this song and he was adamant about this song because he wanted to beat Drake in Drake's comfort zone while making, like, competition wise, while still making a good song. Because I think Kendrick already knew it was gonna be a good song. Drake get on this bit, Drake persona and profile, elevate the song, and then Kendrick get on this horn and rap him under the table.
Yeah.
I don't see no diss, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, I don't see no diss either.
And with these verses that Kendrick wrote, this verse right here,
it's
crazy. I don't see him writing this one.
Like, I basically outdid you in your field, bro. Like, your field is the girl lane. Like, bro, I did a better girl song than you while you're on the song with me, bro. Like, it's no competition, bro. Like, I can do all facets of this shit.
And still make it cohesively sound in the body of work that I created.
To kind of piggyback off that point, I'm gonna go ahead and toot my own horn as far as deciphering Poetic Justice. There is no competition. Because what they did compared to what I did, it ain't even night and day. It's like night and gray or some shit. So I'm completely off. But yeah.
And then the crazy thing is, like, yeah, if you breaking down the lyrics like this, you'll see people that's gonna see like how badly I washed you. But to the general public, I even made it to where it's actually kind of debatable a little bit. It's an enjoyable song to listen through both verses and shit, just to the general public. But when you get to the people that really break down lyrics and listen to the song, they're gonna see I smoked your boots, bro. It's not even close.
Like, look at how I'm discussing what I'm discussing.
It's crazy, bro.
Like, then he goes into using the verb, and then speaking on
Hey, get chill. I definitely heard about that. I want to say either from Ville or Jalopy. I think it was the Ville, because when all that stuff started coming out about the PR firm, like, he actually did a little bit of deep dive. And they said that the agency came out about around the Control verse, which was literally the year after Poetic Justice. And so because I think the story was maybe like that following spring, 2014, that's when they tried to use that rumor about Kendrick in the hotel in Vegas, having like an assault or interaction with a young woman. That's what they're saying is rumored to be promoted by that PR agency, allegedly.
He's what do they call it when he's making love stand for something that it isn't originally. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it then goes into the verb, and the fatal attraction is common, and what we have common is pain. So it seems like we're both attracted to pain, and that could be commentary on a lot of people go to music and find pain in it, or some people are just masochistic in life in general.
Yeah.
And they find trauma in art therapeutic, but like I don't see nothing like other than Kendrick doing a fantastic job of like writing a beautiful letter to literature in this verse. I don't, bro. I'm sorry. Like even the sex drive when you
like, how are you getting literature? He's talking about love and sex drive and all these different things, fragrances and getting to know your friends. How are you getting literature? Just because he said margin and punctuation. Come on, bro. You're better than this. I know you are. Just come on, man.
swerve, like this is all still connected to the initial shit.
Like, how can sex drive when you swerve or want the interference? How can that be a coded diss to Drake? Unless you're talking about how of like the ladies' man he's having a whole bunch of sex. So, but even then, that's a reach. That's a reach, bro.
Shout out to Just J 1444. I do believe the woman in the situation is either culture hip hop. It can very well be like I say it's written to literature. So I view hip hop as a literary art form, and the people like 21 Savage just don't seem to, whether that's due to their lack of ability to do so or otherwise. But yeah, so the hip hop and literature component of it is really synonymous, because at the end of it, it's rhythm and poetry. So the poetry part of hip hop is just as connected to it as the rhythm aspect. So yes, it's all together. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I don't see no diss. I'm not sorry about that. I don't see no super coded revelation of him admitting to it. I just think it's like I say, when you commit to a perspective or an ideal, you will go looking for that. You look with that blinder. And I just think being objective to it, looking at the actual words for what they are, I don't see that, bro. I don't see no Drake disses in this shit, bro. I'm sorry. Like, it's just like Kendrick is rapping about his love for what he do with his pen, bro.
But the only thing I can see that it's about the theory that in terms of Kendrick writing Drake shit, the only way I would just like truly 100% believe that is because the formats of each verses are the same, and it all ends with PS. You know what I'm saying? So
if that's the only way you could see that happening, and that's exactly what happened, what are you saying? It's literally 4 bars specifically that are copied from Kendrick's first verse to Drake's verse. I'm talking Poetic Justice. I write poems in these songs, and they say communication, save relations. I can tell, but I can never right my wrongs. Those 4 lines out of a 16-bar verse are unquestionably inspired by Kendrick's verse. Probably written from Kendrick's verse. Oh, I did got a comment. Y'all see my comment right here? Well, this took a turn. So yeah, you can't see my comments. Okay. For sure. But yeah. You're like Yeah, you're validating my argument.
Kendrick has this, you know, all 100% believe that is because the formats of each verses are the same, and it all ends with PS. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick has this, you know what I'm saying, this vision of it being like a love letter, and you're doing a PS at the end of each verse. Like that's intentional.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So in terms of that aspect of it, I mean, if you want to say that, as far as Kendrick writing it for that format because he got that, that's cool. I don't mind about that. But to say that shit Pac Shakur, you are out your goddamn mind. Okay?
When everything about the verse gives credence to this being a letter and the song being titled Poetic Justice. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I just don't see it. Like, and I didn't want to, because this was another reason why I didn't keep doing it, because hold on, I just think I got a message. I don't even know what my phone is. Okay, it's irrelevant. But the issue that I had with it, or the reason that I didn't want to keep going with it, was basically out of respect for bruh, because I don't know him. Like, I understand like that this internet shit, that it's so easy to hold
Like
on.
even
I gotta
like,
go. I gotta step away in a second, but let me say this real quick.
yeah.
It's easy to like come across disrespectful to people you don't know, because like this internet shit, bro, it's just so easy to say shit and then like do shit and like have it come across a way. Because if it just like Jay Nolan said, he's like, bro, I didn't really give this a lot of time, because if I start to like cut away at it, it's gonna come across as if I'm being disrespectful to the other person. So when we was like, nah, bro, like, okay, I don't agree. I ain't gonna tell y'all like to the extent to why I don't agree, because I know a lot of people like really fuck with this theory, especially like a lot of Kendrick fans who are like newer and like see Kendrick as this person who like can like phase through walls and all of this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I
Why you gotta exaggerate, man? Why you gotta exaggerate? He ain't no superhero. He's not God. He's not our savior. None of us look at him like that. The motherfucker is just really a very prolific writer. And we choose to celebrate his talent. And you got to turn that into phasing through walls? Like, for what? Why are you exaggerating all of this because you don't agree? I'm going to be honest. You don't like it. It ain't even about the fact that you don't agree. You don't like it. You don't like either the theory as a whole, or you don't like the people who present it. And that's your own prejudice, my friend.
get that, and you get caught up in that aspect of it. But like when you really get to like piecing this shit together, like the actual words of the song, it just don't do that. It just don't do that. Not for me personally. And I ain't gonna speak for you, because I'm gonna let you have your spiel. I gotta go check on my son real quick. But I just don't get that, bro. Like I get what I always got, what I got when we did our album review on Good Kid, Mad City. It was just a love letter to his pen, to poetry, to literature, to hip hop as a craft. I don't get no fucking diss, and I don't get no 4D chess breakdown of him admitting to that being the case in this song. I don't. And I just didn't want to keep doing this, because it's gonna just be like, okay, I didn't want to piece by piece tear this shit down. I didn't want to do this.
And like the craziest thing is like it ain't.
No, I'm not buying that. You're not gonna sit up here and tell me for an hour you went through the lyrics on Genius, talking all this shit about this song, and sit up here and try and say you wasn't trying to do this. This is exactly what you tried to do. This is exactly what you wanted to do. Be accountable, my brother. Look in the mirror. This is what you did. I ain't do nothing. You want to come on your channel talking about some, I did all of this to manipulate. No, my brother, this is you. This is your platform. You control what comes out of here. You control what comes out of your mouth. Don't try to blame or assign anybody else your misbehavior, your shortcomings. Teenage the fuck up.
Even so much of me attacking them for the theory, it's the people that go with the theory and champion it. Like the stands of the theory itself, they go so hard with it and try to make other people's fall in line with what their train of thought is. And if you're not thinking the same thing, you're dumb or you're not understanding and things like that. I'm like, bro, unless Kendrick comes out of his mouth and says the shit, all this shit that we're talking about is just theories. You know what I'm saying? Nothing has been confirmed or validated by any source whatsoever. So the fact that y'all going so hard with the theory that they made up, that's the shit I try to attack and address initially. Then, like you said, the more you go into the theory, you break shit down. Then yeah, it's kind of hard to not attack them directly. If you got to go ahead. Yeah, it's kind of hard to not attack them directly. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like you saying, going down and breaking the theory down, layer by layer, bar for bar, it's kind of hard.
Y'all see my comments on the right? Drake's verse is the weak game. Atari. Here go Moni making it about Anthony and his wife. See what she said? Anthony and his wife know exactly what they're talking about. Kendrick dropped more hints and squabble up to them. This is sycophant behavior. This is parasocial behavior. You're taking the humanity out of these people because you disagree with them. And it's not cool. Even on the bottom, I say, I really wish I could jump on this live because I want to speak up. I want to say something. And that's just what I did. I did it with my channel. And I don't feel bad.
Not to, even though you don't want to do it that way, but people, you know, saying drove the shit home so much. It's just like, come on, dog. Like y'all got to stop. Like, it's doing too much. But like I said, people believe what they want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Neither here nor there, but just know that I don't agree with that shit. And I'm not going along with it. I don't see that as no diss or nothing like that. But I see what you saying, Moni. I saw what you said in there. Pop found the perfect place for Shay to keep. Oh, stop. Wow. You know, it's people that really think that Tupac is still alive. It's people that really think that shit, bro. That's the crazy thing. It's people that or Havana or some shit like.
You know, Kendrick said Pac came to him in a dream and told him to keep his legacy alive. Whether people think Pac is literally alive to this point is irrelevant, because the point Kendrick is trying to make with this, with Poetic Justice, with To Pimp a Caterpillar, with Reincarnated, and among other things, is that I'm trying to keep Pac's legacy alive. Fake my death, go to Cuba. That's the only option. Kendrick is he's playing with this. He's using Pac's message to make a point. I'm gonna break it down in part 4, Fruit of the Heart, on the way.
So, yeah, man. And it's just unfortunate that now that they don't really have that traction, or, you know what I'm saying, they kind of fell out the, you know what I'm saying, the algorithm of things and like that. But I blame it on the people, not so much them. I blame it on the people. But it's still some accountability that need to be had. But for the most part, the initial theory, no, I'm talking to y'all, not them. But no, that's crazy though. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let me check out this. Somebody sent in a big dog. Hold on.
Yeah, I think that's
What's good? I'm Skip.
You know, DJ.
And this is the 5.
Shout out to I'm assuming this is Me Mom or Me Mom 7243 with the big dog. $50. I gotta do it. Y'all are cooking tonight. I feel like we are in a secret science, secret cave, decoding a message from K. Dot to help protect hip hop for future generations. Man, thank you. Thank you. I
promise you, that's all off the cuff. That shit was not playing. I have not talked to Skip. Only time I talked to Skip today when I said, "Hey, bro, I ain't going to work. I'm pulled to the stream."
But you see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. They got the big dog in the chat. You know, they further the narrative that this theory is nonsense. This theory doesn't matter. The way they went about it was a little extreme, if you ask me. But that's what it's about. They got their big dog in the chat. They happy. And they ain't do nothing or say nothing to push the culture forward in any way.
All he said was bet and sent the link. That's it.
And we weren't even going to do this. Shout out to M Reed 105. He was like, I think it was M Reed. Whoever 8Ball is in the deCypher chat was like, y'all should decipher the lyrics. And I was like, oh, you trying to be funny. I study rap battles for a living.
For a living, boss. A living.
I really can't tell. I can't tell at all. Y'all say hip hop lives here. Hip hop lives here. But y'all made it about this. Just watch for the next few minutes and we're gonna close this thing out.
I'm sorry, bro. It's like, I get it. Kendrick's the prophet. Kendrick is super coded and basically ethereal in the shit that he be writing sometimes, but that's not here.
Yeah.
That's not here. And like I said, like a lot of the support from this as far as what we've been seeing, like on YouTube in particular, it's been from a lot of people that we hadn't seen on our channels previously. And it was feeling like, oh, y'all gotta discuss it. If y'all a platform, y'all gotta discuss it. Y'all should be pushing this. And it's just like,
no.
I mean, we checked it out in good faith. Initially, it was interesting because the facts of it do create a situation where there was an opportunity for something to happen in that era. I just think the thing that they landed on is just incorrect. And these lyrics don't do a good job of putting it together. So it could be some shit in the video to illuminate some type of subtext, but it's not in this song. It's not in this fucking song, bro. I'm sorry. It's not in this song. It's like, I ain't seen one lyric. Even though we was playing, we was still reading the lyrics and we was showing y'all like our ability to even on the cuff come up with so much sub context to show that when you really want to make,
You call that ability? Hold on. He ain't say that.
showing y'all like our ability to even own the cuff, come up with so much sub context on the lyrics. I ain't seen one lyric. Even though we was playing, we was still reading the lyrics.
You ain't see one lyric, bro? Not one. And I'm glad you admitted you was playing. But like you ain't see one lyric, bro.
I ain't seen one lyric. Even though we was playing, we was still reading the lyrics, and we was showing y'all like our ability to even own the cuff, come up with so much sub context to show that when you really want to make something make sense, if you're dedicated enough to that, you can do it. And Justin Hunt said it in his video. He was like, I understand the passion that they have right now. And I understand the places that that passion can take you. Y'all keep saying that, like, the people who are proponents of the theory and watch Justin's videos and feel like he's softly confirming shit. But y'all don't be listening for people who claim to be like such dedicated people who understand subcontext. When that nigga said, I understand the passion and the places it can take you, what he was saying is, I understand being so committed to something that it takes me outside of the realm of logic. That's what he meant. Let me try to pull my computer back up for it now.
Hey, when you get done, I want to pull up a comment. I want to address something real quick, but keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Bakugan said confirmation bias. Exactly. And it's a common phenomenon. It's a like if I make a statement right now and I'm dedicated to proving that statement right, I'm going to find certain things that put it in position where I'm able to present it. That's why niggas is able to like argue that rape isn't bad morally, because that's what they're dedicated to. And they will go to the ends of the earth to find certain things to make it as if that shit is like the point that they're making is right.
Yeah.
So that's the point. That's the point where all this went left. It was all fun and games for me, even until that point. And then I clipped it up. Appreciate you, Regal. Much love. Appreciate you. I clipped it up, put it in my video, added a little comedic relief, but I remained true to myself to point out that that ain't it, bro. You ain't got to make light of women's real fear, women's real experience. You don't have to make light of that to prove a point, my friend. I'm not calling you an apologist. I'm not saying that you sympathize with rapists. And I hope I don't get strike for that, but you know. What I am saying is that you were wrong to use this to try to make a point. You were absolutely wrong. Just own up to it, man. Ain't got nothing to do with me, friend.
Find certain things that put it in position where I'm able to present it. That's why niggas is able to like argue that rape isn't bad morally, because that's what they're dedicated to. And they will go to the ends of the earth to find certain things to make it as if that shit is like the point that they're making is right.
Yeah.
And you know, like, look, bro, like I just didn't want to do this. I just didn't want to do this, bro. Like, because eventually, like, I knew I was gonna turn into the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. I was just.
But that's your intention. You nothing about the last hour of this live says you know, I don't really want to be the bad guy. You want to be the bad guy. You think you big and bad right now. And you coming off looking like a fool. What would your wife have?
Comfortable being like, okay,
You know, I ain't gonna take it too far because I don't want you to think I'm speaking on your specific experience, but like, what would your mom have to say about that type of comment? What would your wife have to say about that type of comment? What would your daughter have to say about that type of comment? That's not manhood, bro. We don't have to make light of women's experience to gas up ourselves. It was disgusting then when you said it on your live, and my stomach turns every time I hear it. And you want to get mad at me for pointing it out. You want to go on your channel and call me out my name. Use a word meant to describe divinity in HOTEP to put me down. And it's ignorant, man. I ain't gonna bang on you too much because I know where you coming from. I used to be you. A dumb, ignorant motherfucker that didn't care about nobody else or how my actions affected anybody. So until you can come to Jesus, and I'm not even a religious person, like until you can look yourself in the mirror and recognize where you went wrong, I'm on your motherfucking head, bro. You want to clip it up and put it on your page? I'm coming back every time. You got the right one. And I'm going to right your wrongs the way I see fit. Because you had the opportunity to do what you wanted to do on your channel. And guess what? This the M Reed report, baby. This is my channel. I can do what I want. You gonna threaten me with a cease and desist? But you not know I'm a Q? I pull up to your homecoming just to prove a point. So we ain't gotta go there. We ain't gotta go back and forth trying to pull it out to see whose is bigger. Because that's where you headed. Calling me out my name because you think that's gonna make you look better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Glasses. If you don't know, that's where I got that from. When he's like, when the what was it, the OVO docket said they was about to send him a cease and desist, they said, well, he said, you not know I'm a Crip. But y'all, you don't know I'm a Q. I wreck shit for fun. I'll come to your homecoming and kick over your grill just to see what you gonna do. Is you gonna really crash something? You play with me if you want to. But I'd advise you to keep my name out your mouth. And if you gonna say it, you better say it respectfully. You better be like, hey man, this man said something profound about this poetic justice theory. Let me tell y'all what he said. Let me show y'all how he deciphered this poetic justice theory. Anything less than that coming out of your mouth in regards to me, expect another video. Expect another commentary, because that's what we're here for. We're here to comment and critique. Your little homie in your live chat right here, Furry B, me and him already went back and forth. I ain't scared of none of you motherfuckers. He in my part 3 because he thought he was doing something. And I called him a furry pussy. in the chat. Excuse my language, son. So it's nothing, bro. But if you really want to talk, you really want to discuss this culture, you want to promote hip hop, if hip hop really lives here, you'll go about it a different way. I promise you. Because this ain't what you want, my friend.
Interesting. I'll look at it on my own time, whether I agree with it or not, and just keep it pushing. But like the fact that niggas is like, nah, you gotta do this because you whatever the case is, like, okay, if I do it, you gonna see exactly why I haven't been doing it in like earlier. Hold on. Who is that? Another. Hold on, don't kick her yet. Let me see what she's talking about. Do you not know what tippy toeing mean?
Yeah, that's the comment I was talking about. That's the one.
My daughter is actually in a toddler ballet thing called Tippy Toes.
I don't know. It ain't seen about it as basically. That's what I'm saying. Days. A lot of things that we suffer.
Why would we do
that? That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, y'all. Just fast forward a little bit. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're in a space to where everything is opinions. There's no facts in none of this shit unless it comes directly from the person. Everything that we're doing is strictly theory based. We have limited proof or, you know what I'm saying, confirmation on a lot of things that we say. So it's about giving grace because we're all in this space together doing the same shit, whether they're immediate guests like they are versus us, we're all still doing in the same shit. Now, if you've seen us go at, you know, say other black creators, I guarantee you it wasn't because of a theory. It's because of some moral shit that we stand on. Like, you actually as a person. I can't really condemn them people for making a theory. Like, I can't condemn them as a person other than them just being ignorant to what's really going on. They really thought Squabble Up was about them. That's kind of funny. But I can't condemn them for them being ignorant like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something for me to really go crazy on them for. Now, if it's somebody, you know what I'm saying, doing some shit to kids, you know, stealing and doing those other shit, that's different. I'm gonna have a different place. I'm gonna come from a different mindset when it comes to this shit, whether they black, white, Latino, whoever the fuck it is. I'm going the fuck off. It ain't about protecting them because they're white. It's about having grace and having understanding that there's nuance and context lost in a lot of shit. Now, granted, I don't really think, you know what I'm saying, that's our job is going to police what they say and do. Because at the end of the day, y'all let them in this shit, not us. So y'all got to deal with the shit that they come in and say and do. So we're just basically reporting on shit that we've seen. And if we have an opinion on it, we say it and we move on. We've clearly said from the jump that we've actually looked at the shit because people have begged us to talk about this shit for the longest. We looked at it, we don't agree with it. We move the fuck on because it's just a theory. Bro, it's just a theory. There's no reason for us to go crazy and make a 35-minute long diss video talking about them directly. We don't know these people like that. And I guarantee you, if they.
But you gonna come on your live and spend an hour disrespecting the theory. You gonna hold on. You gonna try and act like, oh, it's no big deal. You can just move on. But you did it. You came on here and did a whole lot of booth shit, bro. Like a lot of booth shit to validate your opinion. And if you just didn't agree, you just sit there and be like, I don't agree. I don't want to do it. Don't do it. Nobody cares. The people that want to hear about it and want to hear true commentary, they'll find it. They don't need you muddying the waters with your jaded perspective. Especially if you're not going to be honest and respectful.
They were black, we would say the same shit.
I doubt that. Because I have 3 videos And when you talk about me, you talk about my age, you talk about my spiritual beliefs, and you ain't said nothing about none of my videos, except the fact that I used your name. Whoop-de-doo. Do y'all have a trademark or a copyright on the word deciphered? Because if you do, I fall back. But if not, shut your punk ass up. Say something real. Maybe I'll believe you.
So it's not like we're not protecting them because they're white. Like don't do that.
And if we did it when they were black, like people was saying that, shout out to Jalopy, because I fuck with Jalopy. They were saying that we should have like kicked his, not saying that we should have, but like some of his theories and stuff be wrong. It's like, it's not my job to like beat him down because some of his stuff, like, it's a theory. Like we're not the end all be. It's just like, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Yeah. That's it.
You just say sex drive when you swerve, illegitimate kids, improper behavior with minors. Like, bro, like writing songs dedicated to fun sex. How do y'all not see this? Like this shit feels trolly, bro. Like, you don't want to break it down, but that's literally what he said to do with the last pre-hook. Bro, we literally broke the song down.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And this is the problem. Y'all think I'm trolling. Where do we get to the place where people saying something truly from the heart is seen as trolling? Y'all had a misunderstanding about the perspectives, and I said what I said, but then now it feels trolly. What were y'all doing? If I'm being trolling, what were y'all doing? Kang the Conqueror? Red Rose, White Ceiling? Moni Trees? That's not trolling? It's beyond me, y'all. I truly need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm fucked up for what I'm saying. Please let me know. Please let me know. Cause man, I it's beyond me.
I can't tell with this person. Like when you being trolling or you being serious. That's why I'm trying not to just say shit because I'm kind of lost with that. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't tell. Like normally I can tell pretty well, but I can't tell if you serious or not. So
go watch our video when Jalopy came on stream. He was like, yeah, bro, like it be sounding right to me. And it's like at the end of the day, like we creating all these we created this space of openness and welcome. It's like, okay, bro, like them theories and shit that we even not rationalize, but we even like try to kind of compartmentalize like the mindset that someone will come through as far as creating the theories and stuff, because it creates more engagement and desire to look deeper at stuff.
You see what I'm saying? That's what it is all about. Oh, we do these things because it creates more engagement. We get more super chats, more likes, more subscribers. That's they intention. That's they PO. Or excuse me, MO. I don't know why I said PO. Been on live too long. But yeah, that's hip hop lives here. Remember, hip hop lives here, y'all. This is what they think when you try to have quote unquote open and honest discourse about hip hop. They say they want to be open and accepting, but when you try and they don't agree with you, this is what you get. You get all of this extra shit.
So it's like, okay, like that's like if somebody made a video and like kicked my back in on my J. Cole theory. It's like, why?
Yeah.
It's like, why? Like it's like, why is this shit not necessary, bro? Is like it's just I just don't agree with it. And I feel like it should be okay that we feel like that. I feel like it should be okay if we don't agree with it.
And then
Like,
even if you make a video responding to whatever theory we put out, because people can easily make videos about the New York one, it's all about how you do it. You can attack the theory without attacking me as the person. And that's what we're trying to separate here. Because like you were saying, that's the whole reason why we try to avoid even talking about this shit. Because breaking it down and seeing how dumb it sounds, you can't help but attack them personally because you see and understand how ignorant they are to a lot of shit. They don't understand a lot of shit that goes on in the culture. They don't even understand. They didn't know what squad up really meant. I mean, not squad up, but squabble up really meant. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. Like they're ignorant to that shit. So it's kind of hard to even go down the road and break down this shit without attacking them directly. And that's the really thin line you have to really think about when you do these type of videos and these responses and things like that is, are you attacking the narrative or the theory, or are you attacking the person? Because when you attack the person, there's a certain, no pun intended, malice that comes with that. Like it comes off as very hateful. And you know what I'm saying? Like basically you want that person to disappear. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have that kind of vitriol for over a fucking hip hop theory. Like I said, it ain't like somebody out here doing something bad to children or some shit. That's different. I say go to hell and fuck you if it's some shit like that, and I won't take it back. But when it comes to hip hop theory, bro, about music, y'all wildin'. Y'all fucking wildin', bro.
Y'all see my super chat? This is real time. After they done said all these comments, I felt like I was being very respectful when I said y'all are really disrespecting the art form. It's coming off lame as fuck. More power to y'all. Appreciate you for the insights, but y'all aren't serious. And then Miss Mia gonna boot me for telling them about themselves. And so from there, I clipped it up. I sent it to the WeAreDeCypher Instagram on a DM, and he blocked me. And so at that point, I was trying to decide if I wanted to even speak on the interaction, but I was pretty sure that I wanted to create a video sharing my perspectives around the poetic justice theory. Now, in doing that, I came up with probably 80% of the insights that you see from my videos came after this interaction. So while it's a bunch of BS to really like digest, this little back and forth we got, I'm very grateful because it definitely opened my eyes to the true artistry of Kendrick Lamar. I'd recommend anybody that's interested in diving deeper into his lyrics. Don't hold back. Don't wait for nobody else to tell you to do it. Do it on your own. There's Dissect Podcast, which is a great resource for the couple of his albums. I believe he did To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and the most recent season was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and that's available on YouTube. But yeah, man, more power to these brothers. They were some clowns in this live, but blessings to them and their families, to their community, to their channel, to their following. Cause it ain't even no real animosity. It's just y'all was really on some foolishness, and I can't let that shit slide, especially because you put my name in it. You said my name in the live, you put my name up on the screen, and then when I try to make a comment about how y'all handling it, you try to dismiss me and remove me from your space. And so that's when I created my own space. Don't get mad. If you want to interact, you want to have some mature discourse, I'm available. But you keep coming at me with the lame shit, this is exactly what you're gonna get. I promise you. Perseverance is a must, bro. Like I don't quit. I don't let up. Look at my videos. You'll see how far down in the depths I'm willing to go. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I don't know if you've seen this from my previous videos, but this is a prayer that I like to say. It's from my family to yours. It says, Dua Nature, to all ancestors known and unknown, we give thanks for your guidance and protection along this journey called life. Ankh Uja Seneb. And so with that, I'll just say thank y'all so much for tuning in with me and rocking with me these last 3 hours. You know, I could say I wish I didn't have to do this, but I'm grateful because it's pushing me and stretching me to be more and to be present in the community that I intend to serve. So just thank y'all for uplifting me, supporting me, and yeah, hold me accountable. If I say or do something, please let me know, and we can definitely have a conversation. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, because that's how we all get better. That's how we all grow. You know, nobody's here to do this by themselves, and I am because we are. And so, with that being said, all love to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there. Yeah. Peace.